Szymek, Arek, and the magical locomotive. On the edge of a small town, nestled between dense forests and sprawling meadows, lived a little kitten named Szymek. Szymek was special, though he wasn't aware of it himself. He often felt lonely, thinking that other kittens didn't want to play with him. He was afraid of new situations and often avoided meeting others. In the same town lived a small dog named Arek. Arek was brave and always ready for adventures. But he often felt misunderstood by others because his enthusiasm sometimes frightened smaller animals. One day, while walking along the old railway tracks, Szymek noticed something extraordinary. It was an old forgotten train station, and on it stood a magical locomotive. The locomotive looked as if it were alive. Its wheels gleamed in the sun, and colourful smoke rose from its chimneys. Filled with curiosity, Szymek decided to enter the locomotive. Inside, he found a map leading to a mysterious place full of adventures. He wanted to embark on the journey, but was afraid he wouldn't manage on his own. He tried to convince his friends to go with him, but the other kittens laughed at him and refused. Szymek returned home, dejected. The next day, Szymek decided to try again. This time, he prepared himself better. He packed a backpack with food, water, and the map. When he reached the locomotive, he noticed someone was already there. It was a little mouse named Mela, who also dreamed of adventures, but was afraid to travel alone. Szymek suggested they go together. Mela agreed. But during the journey, when they encountered the first obstacle, a great river, both felt fear and turned back. Szymek didn't want to give up. He knew he had to find another way. One night, unable to sleep, he remembered his grandmother's stories about the magical power of friendship and cooperation. The next day, with renewed hope, he went to the locomotive. This time, he decided to ask for help not only from Mela, but also from other animals in the area. He gathered a group of friends: Mela the mouse, Kacper the rabbit, Jash the hedgehog, and Zosia the bird. As Szymek and his friends prepared for the journey, Arek joined them. The dog heard about the planned expedition and decided to join, offering his courage and energy to support Szymek and the rest of the group. Together they boarded the locomotive, which began to emit magical sounds and set off. During the journey they faced many challenges. They had to pass through a dark tunnel, climb a high mountain, and cross a rushing river. They overcame each of these challenges through cooperation and mutual support. Arek was particularly helpful when it came to jumping across the rushing river. His courage and agility were invaluable, and his enthusiasm gave everyone encouragement. At the end of their journey, they reached a magical city where a surprise awaited them. All the city's inhabitants gathered to welcome the brave travelers. It turned out that thanks to their courage and cooperation, Szymek, Arek, and their friends gained recognition and respect. Szymek realized that true strength lies in friendship and cooperation, and new situations can bring much joy and satisfaction. Upon returning home, Szymek was no longer afraid of new situations or felt lonely. He knew he had friends he could always count on, and that together they could overcome any obstacle. Arek, on the other hand, learned that his courage and enthusiasm could be a great help to others if he found the right way to use them. Szymek and Arek learned that courage, friendship, and cooperation can help overcome even the toughest challenges. Through their journey, they discovered a strength within themselves that they hadn't noticed before, and that new situations can be the start of wonderful adventures. Now they know they are not alone and can always rely on their friends.